Hello dear students and welcome back. In today's video we'll learn about user rules in Linux system. And Linux is a multi-user operating system, so you can have as many as you want, as many users as you want. Actually, if you use this command while you are in your home directory, you see that you are inside home, something called Kali. And this Kali is the name of the username. This is not the name of the operating system. No, this is just a default name for provided by the operating system for the current user, since here we are on a virtual environment. But if you install Kali Linux from scratch on your laptop, it will ask you for a username and a password for that username, and that username will appear here. It can be anything you give at the installation time, right? So as such, you can have as many users as you want, and there's one particular user that can do anything. Now this user here, Kali user, which you can see here, this user can only interact with the files that he creates, modify them, like do anything as long as they belong to him or her. Anyway, but the super user, the root user, can modify everything for any user. He is the admin. He can delete even the system itself. He can do that. He can do anything, modify anything in the operating system. So let's see how we can change to the super user. First of all, if you remember from previous video, I showed you that when we want to update the database for the locate command, we use sudo. So it is for super user do. We are here invoking, asking the super user to do this for us, and we provide the password for that. Now, if I want to interact with the system as a super user, not a normal user, I can use sudo s, and now you can see I am super user. But for you, it will ask for a password. Here, it's not asking me for a password because in this session, I have already did that. So if I close this, let me show you that. Close this, open new one, new session here, sudo s. Now it will ask for a password. Type in Kali, and now you are logged in as root user. So you can see it even changed color to red and says root at Kali. All right. Now this permission level is the highest level, can do anything. So I don't recommend you to use this a lot, all right? Because you can easily, especially if you are new, you can easily destroy your Linux, all right? So don't do that. So I will type exit, and I am back here as a normal user, and you can see things change. All right. Also, if I go ahead ls home, and I think not home, ls or maybe cd. Let me see, what do I have here? If I am not mistaken, somewhere here I have root, but maybe because I am here on a virtual environment, I can't see that. There's also, let's use locate root, and let's see, we have so many outputs here. Not this user, bin, user lib, user spin share. So there's as I expected, there is no root home directory. So since root is a user in itself, it should have its own directory, right? like we have here for the normal user here, to have his own workspace basically. But since we are on a virtual machine, I don't have that. I believe that's the reason. But if you install it from scratch, trust me, it's there and you cannot access it unless you are a super user.